Good afternoon. This is Brian Roldy, mouse help at roselle.com, where we provide compassionate care to people with computers. And you can reach me at mousehelp at roselle.com. Send an email, call me, fill out a contact form, whatever you need to do. There are many ways to get hold of me, and currently we are on the YouTube channel, so I won't go on about that, but I will show you that you can get back to it pretty easily from roselle.com. If you click YouTube, it'll take you right back to this channel. And of course, if you're on Mouse Help, you can click there, get right back to my channel another way. So many ways to find me, many places to, many methods to get back to having this conversation with me. So now that that introduction is over, let's go on to what we're about to discuss here, which is this. We're going to add a clickable image to an Outlook signature specifically for the purpose of the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which is affectionately referred to as WTEA in this list of things we're doing here. So let's just begin. So the steps we need to follow are these. We're going to find a web page with a suitable image. In this case, I'm going to use this, and we're going to copy that image, save it someplace. You'll need to edit it if you want it to be smaller. I've done that already, and I'll show you that. And again, you can click here, the pause button in this video, if you need to take your time and write down any notes, where we're going, what we're using, how we're doing this. I'm going to use an image that I've already saved that's something around that size, but that's just a rule of thumb that you don't want to overwhelm your signature file with an image, or maybe you do. Here's where things start to get a little more complex because it's Microsoft Outlook, and there are a few things to know about how to manage that. So let's just go on with the show. So here in Outlook, what we're going to do, this is the end result. Here's what we want to have when we're finished. So if I click this image, it takes me right to the page. Okay, so that's the end result we're looking for. So let's get back to our notes, and we're going to go to this page, which is here, and this is the image I'm going to capture. So I'm going to right click on the image and save this image, and it'll give you a place to save it, which I've already put it in my WTEA folder. In fact, I'll talk about this later. There's a way to go get these images, an easy way to download these images. But for now, if I save it, it'll go in this folder. So let's click save. Now I know I've got a folder with this image in it. And so back to Outlook. Actually, back to the list of steps. So we've saved the image to the computer, right? We're going to edit the image. So I've already made the image the size I want it to be. So you'll have to figure out how to do that for yourself. There are other videos on this channel that teach you how to use a tool called Irfan View for image editing. If you're on a Mac, I'm sure you know how to use your preview application to edit images. So we need to add the image to the Outlook signature, which means we go back to Outlook, and the step would be like this. Start a new email, go to Insert, and click here where signatures are. So if you click this button, you'll see this menu drop down. This is where you would add a new signature. If you already have one, you can edit the one you have, whatever you want. You can create a new one for this purpose. Let's see if my computer's going to catch up to me here. I guess not. All right. Let's see where we are in the notes. Okay, so here's what I've done so far. I started a new email, and then there's an insert tab at the top of the version of Outlook that I'm using. Yours might be different. And then under the signatures, I wonder what they call that little gadget. Here under the signature icon, there's a drop-down menu that goes to signatures, and then I clicked new. I'm naming my signature file this. Here, finally, is where I'm going to put in the image that I've captured for this purpose. So here I am in my WTEA folder. So you'll have to navigate to whatever folder you've used to store your image. This is the one that I've already edited for the size that I like in my signature. I'm going to insert that. And let's go back to our steps and see where we are. So we've done this part. I've clicked on new and the body. Let's see. I left out a step. So let's just press on with finishing the exercise. I'll adjust my notes later. So now I have this, and so I'm going to click on the image to select it, which is this step here. I did this. Click new, and then I clicked on the image icon and I added the image. Now I'm going to click on the image to select it and use the hyperlink icon. So I'm going to click on the image. This is the hyperlink icon. And here is where we need to go get another URL because we want it to land on this website. But the easy way to tell people about this website is to know that it is act.alz.org/Palm Desert. So I'm going to copy that URL because it's a whole lot easier to remember that than it is to try and tell anybody what the real URL is. So I'm going to paste that in, HTTP, I've got the whole URL, I say OK there and OK there, and now I've created a new signature. In fact, we're here. So I've clicked OK and OK to save. Your new email message will not have that signature in it, but now you can choose it from the signature menu. So let's demonstrate that for you. Here, if I go to signature, I can choose now my new signature, and there it is. And what's nice is here in Outlook, you don't even have to send your message yet. You can test it to make sure it's working. If I hover my mouse here and hold down my control button on my keyboard and click it, well, that's just great. All right, then let's send it to someone and see if it works. Click the image and we'll send it. All right, so let's see. Maybe there's something hung up on my Google account that's waiting for a response, and that's why it isn't allowing me to do what I need to do. So here's what we'll do. We'll open up our email and see if I look here. This is the email I just sent. And if I click it, well, it opened the window, but it opened it in a different place. So in any case, it does work. And I'm not sure why my browser was hung up there, but when I clicked it, it did indeed take me to the page I need. So that is how we do it in Outlook. And these are the notes. I will make these notes available to you. And again, here are all of the links I used in this video. So you'll be able to download this as a text file and use it to follow the instructions to create your own clickable image in Outlook. And again, this is Brian Rowley, mousehelp@roselle.com, where we provide compassionate care to people who use computers. Signing off.